Nova in the MCU. This is coming from Daniel RPK. Apparently, Ryan Gosling has had talks with Marvel Studios to appear as Nova. Now, I've done a little bit of research on Nova today. He's not a character I'm well versed on. I don't want to sit here and lie to you and say I'm a comics guy, because I'm not. I'll find out what's coming out and then I'll learn about it that way.
I think, in all fairness as well, like I'm a bit on the similar tone to it. I've read a couple comics, but I'm not like.
Well, I can't read.
I can't fucking read them. Just look at pictures and go, oh look, it's Spider-Man. No, so just a bit of context with it. We do, obviously, we've read a couple of comics ourselves. I know, Callum, you've read quite a significant chunk of the Walking Dead.
All of it.
Comics. All of it.
Yeah, that was during lockdown.
I've read a couple of stories here and there. I read Civil War, but apparently I didn't have like the full story to it, because at the end Captain America didn't even die in that. So comics are confusing. I'm not well versed in it.
No,
but I know they're quite deep. So when the reason why we don't really like, we will read comics, but if we know something's in the pipeline in the movies, I guess it's sort of like we'd rather see it in that, just so it's
in that medium. Because 100%
in the medium, just because we are movie fans. But, we're comic book fans as well. But it's like, we're following this at the moment. It's new, it's brand new, it's going to have surprises. Obviously, unlike Callum, who knew what happened at the end of, like, Infinity War. But, we won't get into that.
No, that was a shot in the dark guess.
Fuck off, you knew somehow.
Right, anyway.
Not a spoiler, but...
Like, back then, he couldn't talk anything with me because I was just getting everything right. Anyway,
yeah, still do.
Richard Rider, Nova. He was created as sort of like a... Now, comic fans, don't get mad at me. He was created as like a cosmic answer to Spider-Man. Like, young guy, reluctant to take on these powers, gets powers, but it's not Spider-Man, it's more of a cosmic thing.
Yeah, but isn't there a cosmic Spider-Man as well?
Well, I think at some point. He gets given his powers by Nova Prime, who is travelling towards Earth because Xandar's just been destroyed. Xandar has been destroyed in the MCU, so this kind of fits in nicely. And then Nova Prime gives their powers, or shoots a ray of some kind at Richard Rider. He gets these powers, all like, wow, I can shoot laser beams out my beams and I can fly real fast, yo. And I'm like, super cool. And my name's Richard Rider, don't get cooler than that. Anyway, that's kind of what I've learned.
He shoots beams out his beam, yeah?
Yeah, he shoots beams out his beams. Yeah. But Ryan Gosling taking on this character. Shit. Why not? We say this every time and people get mad at us. Great actor. Couldn't give a shit. Great actor. That's all I need to know. And he looks like he fits the role. So some people will be happy with that as well.
I'm going to say something here.
Kyle's going to say something, guys. Prepare yourself.
Not controversial, but
yeah,
a little bit on the...
I think you say this like every topic we go down. I'm going to say something controversial here.
Yeah. Just a cunt. Anyways. I don't mind this casting if it ends up being true.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, at the end of the day, it's not confirmed or anything. Personally,
And it's not, even though I put in talks, it's not that he's in talks right now. They've had discussions about it in the past.
I would much rather see Ryan Gosling in a much more grounded role in the MCU, just because of his performances in, he's funny as Ken. That's been sort of like wild and fictional and things like that. And obviously with, when it boils down to it, like I feel like he's at his, it's where the meme even comes from. I'm him. It's just I really like that style that Ryan Gosling brings to whenever he's portrayed as the main character in these sort of movies. For example, Drive, Blade Runner,
is fantastic.
even La La Land. And as well, he's a bit more looser, but still he has a bit more of a serious side to him in the other guys. Not the other guys, sorry. The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys is fucking spectacular. I love that film.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe breaks his arm.
Yeah. And, I think the best way to bring Ryan Gosling in, for me personally, everyone has their preferences.
Is through a cameo.
Okay, you just ruined what I was going to say, but, basically what I'm trying to say
cameo.
is...
Cameo. Do you get it?
Shut up.
Trying to
I'm kidding.
make a
But
joke.
what I'm saying is, because Ryan Gosling is so good at doing, he's doing the serious, the cold and the serious, and at the same time he's able to do the funny and wacky. I feel like as I was just saying, the Nice Guys is probably the best, best of both worlds, and that's the type of style I'd like to see him appear as, but in a grounded sense. So he's, he can still have a bit of fun, but it's very grounded.
A private investigator. But he's got superpowers. Jessica Jones. You'd be onto something there if they didn't just make all that canon.
Yeah, mate, because apparently they've casted Jack Black as Kratos in the Amazon show.
Do you know what? I don't hate that if that's true.
Yeah, neither do I.
I don't hate that. And I hate myself for not hating that.
I'm not shit on Ryan Gosling by any means. I love the guy. He's fucking awesome. He's funny. He's like any film.
He can sing. God, I hate him more the more you say it. Fuck this guy, actually.
Yeah, I'm up for Ryan Gosling in the MCU. Absolutely 110%. Whatever role he comes into, I'm there for it. I'm 100% on board. But personal preference for me, I would like to see him in a bit more of a grounded role, but still have that funny side to it.
Well, what role then?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Question.
I don't know, because it depends on what comic character they want to do in a film.
They want to do Nova with him. That's the whole story.
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying. Anyways,
mate, don't say yes, I know like that again. You sound like you've just come out of Buckingham Palace, mate. We're not like that. We're Yorkshire.
Sorry, I've been watching The Crown.
On a DVD box set for The Crown.
I can't believe there's a box set of that. I feel like we're going widely off topic here, but
I know it's great.
It's just my personal preference. I obviously I would love to see Ryan Gosling, and I can't wait to see him in the MCU if and when he appears. So yeah,
I can't wait to see him in his next film he's doing. What is it? The Fall Guy.
Yes, yeah. I think so.
Yeah, that's out pretty soon. So
yeah. I heard about that. When the fuck is that out?
Like end of this month or beginning of next.
I feel like I heard about that ages ago.
Maybe you did. Yeah, no, I'd be down for it. And Ryan Gosling has expressed interest as well in joining the MCU before. He said Ghost Rider for himself. I'm sorry, but that role has to go to Norman Reedus.
It does.
I couldn't buy.
Or even, I feel like there's better roles that he could do, but Keanu Reeves is a good pick for Ghost Rider, I think, as well. But just because of Johnny Silverhand in Cyberpunk, he has that, wilder side to him that
and
we
an
don't really
impressive
see.
cock.
Yes.
So he says.
And obviously, just leaning into our next topic here, if Ryan Gosling was probably younger in a sense of he's, more earlier in his career potentially, and obviously he's a bit younger, I'd see him potentially doing Johnny Storm in the MCU.
Well, shall we move on to our next topic? Because Ryan